The Wi-Fi on this laptop is off, airplane mode, and it is running a 20 billion parameter model from OpenAI. Watch. 47 tokens a second, with no internet, no account, and no meter. Nobody can rate limit this, price hike it, or shut it down. That's today's video. Because if you're a heavy AI user, the bills stack quietly. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Cursor, Midjourney, Suno, Runway. None of them cancel each other out, and together that stack runs over $2,300 a year. Here's what most people never check. Every single one of those bills has a free twin on GitHub. Not toys, today's 10, carry over 500,000 stars between them. This is part 10 of this series, and the rules haven't changed. 10 repositories, each lined up against the paid tool it kills, 0 repeats. We've covered 90 repos in parts 1 through 9, so every pick today is brand new. And there's a milestone hiding at number 1, the 100th repo of this entire series. It happens to be the tool you just watched run with the Wi-Fi off. At the end, I'll tell you honestly which tier of hardware unlocks which tier of this list, and when the $20 subscription is still the better deal. We are counting down from 10 to 1. Let's shut the meter off. Number 10, Upscayl. Topaz Gigapixel used to be the classic buy once tool for AI photo upscaling. Pay about $100, keep it forever. That deal is gone. It's now subscription only, $29 a month or $149 a year. Upscayl does the same core job for zero forever. Take a small, soft image and turn it into a clean, sharp, print-size file on Mac, Windows, and Linux. It runs real SGAN models on your own graphics chip. It has batch mode. Point it at a folder of 200 product charts and walk away. And you can load community models tuned for faces, art, or old family photos. 48,000 stars. 2 honest notes. It's images only, no video upscaling. And it needs a real graphics chip. Very old integrated graphics won't cut it. Number 9, whisper.cpp. If you pay Rev, $30 a month, or any transcription subscription, test this one first, because I have a receipt from this exact laptop. This is OpenAI's Whisper speech model, rewritten in raw C, so it runs on basically anything: a MacBook, a Windows box, a Raspberry Pi, even a phone. I fed it 93 seconds of audio, the intro of part 9 of this very series, and timed it. The answer, 1.7 seconds. The full transcript with timestamps more than 50 times faster than real time on the small model. 52,000 stars, MIT licensed, and a fresh release shipped this week. This project is very much alive. The catch, it's a command line tool. No editor, no speaker labels out of the box. It does one job perfectly for free. Number 8, ACE Step 1.5. Suno Pro is $10 a month for AI music. ACE Step is the open source answer, a full song generator, vocals included. You hand it lyrics with verse and chorus tags, pick a genre, and it writes the track. Version 1.5, released this January by ACE Studio and StepFun, is MIT licensed, runs on Mac, AMD, Intel, and NVIDIA, has configs that squeeze under 4 gigabytes of video memory, and sings in more than 50 languages. On an RTX card, it renders a full song in seconds. And on their own benchmark, it beats Suno's latest model. Their numbers, not mine. So treat that as a claim, not a verdict. The honest part, rights around AI music are murky everywhere. If you release commercially, checking that is on you, exactly like it is with Suno. Number 7, InvokeAI. Midjourney's standard plan is about $30 a month, and it still lives on their servers in their web app. Invoke is a professional image studio you install. Flux, SDXL, and Stable Diffusion 3.5 with a real canvas. Layers, in painting, out painting. Closer to Photoshop than to a prompt box. And here's the fresh intel most lists miss. The 2 famous free image tools people still recommend have gone quiet. Automatic 1111 hasn't shipped a release since early 2024, and Focus, the one spelled with 3 O's, calls itself maintenance only in its own README. Invoke is the one still shipping. Its newest release candidate, ads, video generation, and multi-GPU support. 28,000 stars, Apache licensed. The catch? NVIDIA is the happy path with 8 to 10 gigabytes of video memory. It runs on Apple Silicon with 16 gigs of RAM, just slower. And the company sells a hosted cloud version. The local edition is the free one. Number 6, Vane. Perplexity Pro is $20 a month for AI search with citations. Vane is the same idea, running on your machine. You might know it by its old name, Perplexica. It changed its name in March. Ask a question and it searches the live web through its own bundled search engine, reads the results, and writes you a cited answer. It has focus modes for academic papers, YouTube, and Reddit. And here's the part that matters for this list. Point it at Ollama, and the entire pipeline, searching, reading, writing, runs locally. Installation is one Docker command. 36,000 stars. MIT licensed. The honest catch: the answers are only as sharp as the model you plug in. With a small local model, it's a great research assistant. With the big one, it genuinely competes. Quick pause. If this list has already killed one subscription for you, subscribe. That's the whole trade on this channel. Free repos for you, a subscriber for me. 4 bills down, 4 to go. Number 5, Jan. This one is aimed at the ChatGPT Plus bill, $20 a month. Jan's own tagline is an open source ChatGPT alternative that runs 100% offline. And that's exactly what you get: a clean chat app for Mac, Windows, and Linux. Download a model inside it, OpenAI's own gpt-oss models, Qwen, Llama, Gemma. Then chat, attach files, work completely offline. Nothing leaves the machine. It's built on llama.cpp, it's Apache licensed with millions of downloads, and it quietly ships a local API server. So other apps on your computer can use your model the way they'd use OpenAI's API. 44,000 stars. The honest catch, and it applies to half this list. A 20 billion parameter model on a laptop is not GPT 5.6. For drafting, summarizing, coding help, and private questions, it's genuinely enough. For frontier-grade reasoning, it isn't. More on that at the end. Number 4, One 2.2. Runway Pro is $35 a month for AI video. Alibaba open-sourced One 2.2 with actual open weights, Apache licensed, text to video and image to video at 720p, 24 frames a second, already integrated into Comfy UI, with a speech to video model in the same family. 17,000 stars. Now the honest math, because AI video is where free gets expensive. Even the smaller 5B model wants a 24 gigabyte card, think RTX 4090, and it takes around 9 minutes to render a 5-second clip. And the newer Vane 2.5 is API only. The open weights stop at 2.2 for now. So this pick is for people who already own serious hardware. If that's you, Runway's monthly bill stops making sense today. Number 3, Cline. Cursor Pro is $20 a month, and its top tier is $200. Cline is an autonomous coding agent that lives inside the editor you already have, VS Code or JetBrains, and it's genuinely free software. Apache licensed, 66,000 stars, nearly 5 million installs. Plan mode reads your code base and proposes an approach. Act mode edits files, runs commands, and iterates until it works. It speaks MCP for tools, and the key trick: you bring your own model. Anthropic, OpenAI, OpenRouter, or Ollama. Running free on your own machine. The honest catch: the tool is free, but the tokens might not be. Point it at a paid AP and a heavy week can cost more than Cursor ever did. Point the routine work at a local model instead, and the meter reads 0. Number 2, and this is the twist of the list: XO. The industry's answer to running big models has always been the same. Buy a bigger machine. A maxed out Mac Studio now starts around $5,300. XO takes the opposite bet. Chain the machines you already own. It clusters your computers into one pooled brain. The model gets split across them automatically over Thunderbolt. And this year's 1.0 release even mixes Apple and NVIDIA hardware in the same cluster. The team demoed two NVIDIA Spark boxes, fused with a Mac Studio for nearly 3 times the throughput. 47,000 stars, Apache licensed. The honest catch: this is the most experimental pick of the day. It's Macs and Linux. The setup is real work, and the old phone and Raspberry Pi demos are from an earlier era of the project. But the idea lands anyway. The upgrade you were told to buy might already be sitting on your desk in pieces. Number one, and this is the 100th repository of this series, Ollama. That cold open, the model answering with the Wi Fi off, that was Ollama. 178,000 stars. The most starred tool on GitHub for running language models on your own computer. One command, Ollama run, and you're talking to DeepSeek, Qwen, Kimi, or GPT-oss, OpenAI's own open weights model, pulled over 11 million times on Ollama alone. Since last year, it's also a proper desktop app. Drag a PDF into the window, ask your question, done. And remember what the meter costs on the other side. OpenAI's flagship API runs $5 per million tokens in and $30 out. Ollama's meter doesn't exist. Credit where it's due. Under the hood, it stands on llama.cpp, the engine that powers it. A legend with 123,000 stars of its own. But here's why it earns number one. Everything else on this list gets stronger the moment Ollama is installed. Jan chats through it. Vane searches with it. Cline codes with it. One repo, and your whole AI stack goes off-grid. Repo 100, meter, off. Quick honorable mentions before the honest part. Local AI, a free self-hosted drop-in for OpenAI's API. Faster Whisper. Whisper as a fast Python library instead of C llama file. An entire model packed into one double clickable file. Open Interpreter lets a local model actually operate your computer. And text generation WebY, the veteran chat interface that runs practically every model format ever invented. Now the honest section, because free has a hardware clause. Tier 1, any decent laptop from the last 5 years with 8 to 16 gigs of RAM. That already runs whisper.cpp, Upscayl, Vane, Jan with small models, and Cline pointed at an API. Tier 1 alone kills the transcription bill. Tier 2, Apple Silicon with 16 to 32 gigs, or an NVIDIA card with 8 to 12. This tier is where it gets serious. The 20 billion parameter GPT-oss model runs at real speed. You saw 47 tokens a second on this machine. Invoke paints, Ace step syncs. That tier threatens the ChatGPT bill, the Midjourney bill, and the Suno bill. Tier 3, a 24 gigabyte NVIDIA card. That unlocks one, and with it, basically everything. 3 things stay true at every tier. The electricity costs pennies per session. Your data never leaves the room. And nothing you install today can be price hiked tomorrow. And here is when you should keep paying. If your work needs frontier model quality every single day, at the level of GPT 5.6 or Claude, then the $20 subscription is honestly still a fair deal. The scam was never one subscription. It was renting 8 of them while your own hardware could carry 6. Real talk. 90% of you watching haven't subscribed. On Facebook, subscribe is the supporter button. That is what keeps the lights on here. On YouTube, it's free and it tells the algorithm to send you more. Subscribe to support us. One last thing. I put all 100 repos from this series, today's 10, plus the 90 before them, into one free PDF, the Century Stack. What each one replaces, the exact install command, the hardware tier it needs, and the license cache to watch for. Comment the word Century, and I'll send it straight to you, or grab it at hyperautomationlabs.co/free/century. If you're just getting started with AI tools, the beginner guides linked below walk you through step by step. 100 repos, $0. Part 11 is already hunting. So tell me in the comments, which AI subscription still owns you?